offers the gift of ubiquity with telepresence robots. That's kind of cool, and wait till you hear what we're going to be talking about. The managing director of Awabot, working with Suitable Tech, is Jeremie Koessler. Is it Koessler?
Koessler.
Koessler,
yeah.
very good.
Right.
Hey, Jeremie, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good, thanks.
Glad to have you with us. You brought someone along with you
Yeah.
who's actually joining us here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
And he's joining us from France. This would be Minas, right? Minas is in Lyon, France, as we speak, and he's actually controlling his robot from France.
Absolutely.
Walked into our broadcast booth and is now over your shoulder. So those listening on the radio have no fear. You can come see the video momentarily. But we're going to have Dennis hold the microphone over because he can probably reach better than Josh can from this position. And at that point, we're going to introduce Minas to the audience as well. And then let's have a little conversation live from France. Hello, Minas. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. I'm in France actually right now.
Yes, and in case you're not sure, we're in Berlin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with you as well.
Yes. So let's talk between Jeremie and Minas. Let's talk a little bit about this whole telepresence and what this can do ultimately for us as consumers.
Okay. So it's basically your avatar. So with these kind of things, you can be teleported anywhere in the world. So imagine you are here in Berlin. You have like a bee.
Oh, we don't have to imagine. We are.
Yeah. Imagine the whole situation.
Yeah, I hear you. Right. I just have to do that because I keep you smiling that way. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And so you have a beam in your house, and you can be connected to your house using a beam while you are still in Berlin, and you can move. You can see your family. You can talk to each other. It's very easy, very reliable thing.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing we do.
So, Minas, if we can get you to back up just a little bit and spin around, he's actually controlling the robot, and then you'll see the beam. Oh, check this out. Chris, you have it well enough on camera there? It's, you want to probably turn your camera on, though, so we can actually see it. There we go. He's spinning around. All right. Can you have the back face to us for a moment, though, so we can see beam? Spin around one more time. You might even tell him in French if you'd like. And there you go. On the back of the Awabot, it shows beam from suitabletech.com. So when you mentioned the beam, we're literally beaming ourselves with this sort of technology anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. While you have an internet connection in 4G or Wi-Fi, you can use this kind of product.
Gotcha. And how might we use it? Like, for example, maybe Minas can explain to us very quickly how this would be used ultimately by a consumer.
Yeah. So, Minas.
Yeah.
How can you use this robot?
It's really easy. You just need a keyboard like that, and you can control it with 2 fingers, and you can control it all over the world. You just need a internet connection and 2 fingers. Very easy.
But how would he then, I'll have you explain because it's a lot easier that way. We don't hear so much room noise.
Yeah, so it came from the business market. So the first use were, for example, in education, when we have children that are sick, they stay at home or handicapped, and they have a robot at school, and they just go to classroom using the robots. That's the kind of use we can do. It's also used in the business industry to have remote team work together, better than with video conferencing or just telephone.
Sure.
So
like I would imagine a beam going perhaps through a warehouse even, and letting someone see what's available in stock, in inventory or something.
Yeah, for inventory, for security, for training. In museums, we have beams in museums, you know.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool too.
You can visit a museum in France. I will invite you to visit a museum in France using the beam.
Ah, very good. Yes, take me through the Louvre with the beam.
I would love to.
That would be very nice, and especially when one can control it remotely from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
That does give you that literal control, and you can move around anywhere that you might be permitted to do so. Of course, don't get too close to the Mona Lisa, but you'll be able to take a look at various things in a museum, for example. That's awesome.
Yeah, for example, a Beam Pro was at the White House in front of Barack Obama a few weeks ago.
And it didn't take advantage of, well, anyway. And what was that being used for then at that point?
It was a handicapped person that was not
meeting
able.
the president.
Yeah. in the White House remotely.
So there really is a limitless idea there to be able to use this technology.
It avoids distances. So if you want to avoid distances for cost reason, for physical reason, for time reason, you can use a beam.
Yeah, distance learning too. Earlier you mentioned the whole education thing, and whether or not there's an issue with a student being able to go to a school even nearby or halfway around the world.
Absolutely.
They can literally walk around the classroom and go to the cafeteria with their friends that maybe they've not met in person ever, but be part of it and immerse themselves in that technology.
Absolutely. All those social moments are very important. There is not only the classroom, the lessons, all the moments around are very important, and that's why Beam is a very nice tool to do it.
Yeah, very cool. Suitable Tech is in Palo Alto, California, are they not? So that's near a couple of our affiliates as well that folks listening in might say, I work there, or I know right where they are. And Suitable Tech is working on providing these Beam robots in various capacities.
Yeah.
How much do they cost? Is this affordable at this point for a consumer or a business at this juncture?
You have two products. Here is the Beam Pro, but there is also the Beam Plus, which is close to consumer market. It starts at $2,000.
And does it move around as well? Or
the same thing, exactly the same thing, but smaller.
Okay.
Different design. It has different capacities of network, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, terrific. Well, we'll have Chris get in close again to take a peek at Minas in France. And oh, by the way, thanks for dressing up for the interview. But the idea is just that you can be wherever you are in the world and be comfortable and participate in various things. Medical technology, I guess, would also be another great use.
Trade shows.
Sure.
We will love to have 1,000 Beam at IFA and be able to sell tickets to visit IFA remotely.
Well, perhaps you should provide one for CES coming up in January, and it would be at the Into Tomorrow broadcast booth, and people can virtually be at CES. We should talk.
Yeah, of course.
That would be awesome for the Palo Alto company, Suitable Tech, to be able to say, oh, that'd be fun, and then listeners can actually participate that way as well.
Of course.
And they can walk around our booth, and we'll say, get out of the way, we're doing a broadcast. But that'll be fun. Minas, au revoir, merci. Yes, indeed. And, if you don't mind, back up a little and spin around some more. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Whatever you would like to do. And Jeremie, thank you so much for joining us here at IFA in Berlin. We invite you to visit suitabletech.com, and you'll learn a whole lot more about these very cool telepresence robots and how even at $2,000 they're already available for consumers. And think of the uses that you might be able to utilize one of these for. There's all kinds of advantages there. Do take advantage. IntoTomorrow.com for more information. And of course, if you're listening on the radio, you've got to come by and see the video of this interview with Jeremie, because it was a lot of fun. IntoTomorrow.com, and maybe Chris takes a peek. Oh, he's watching Minas literally leave our broadcast booth. He's going out the door, and he's turning around and saying goodbye even. Oh, there he goes out the door. That was a fun piece. IntoTomorrow.com. You got to check this video out. That's a fun one. We're back with more from IFA in Berlin, Germany. I'm Dave Gravelein as Into Tomorrow continues on the Advance Au revoir Again Radio Network.